to the Moms on Maternity YouTube show and podcast. I'm Aimee Cruz, and today we have on Katelyn Edwards. Katelyn is 37 weeks pregnant, and she has been awesome inspiration, sharing her journey from the first trimester all the way through the third trimester, specifically really focused on a healthy pregnancy and a fit pregnancy. And she's really just keeping it real. So thanks for joining us today, Katelyn.
Thank you for having me.
How did you become an advocate for the prenatal fitness journey specifically?
Mine was kind of like an aha moment. I thought I was going to have a fit pregnancy, and as life happened and all the craziness, I realized I wanted a healthy pregnancy. There's two different roles, and there's those people that want to show, those so rock hard abs while they're pregnant, or, things like that. And there's difference of doing it for you and doing it for you and the baby. So for me, we've had a lot going on. We've at 4 months found out we're moving from Arizona to Texas.
Wow.
Finished our home remodel, sold our house, moved here.
Wait, did you do the remodel on the house you were selling or the house you were buying?
Selling.
Wow. Where did you move from?
We moved from Mesa, Arizona to Denton, Texas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So November 2019, we started doing our remodel of our house. And it was like one project. Well, then quarantine hit. So we kind of held off to kind of see what would happen, money-wise, stuff like that. 2 weeks turned into 2 months. So we fully started diving in. I was like, okay, let's just finish it while we have the time. So we started doing it. We went back to work for about 8 weeks in May and June. So we stopped, took some time off again. Wasn't sure if 2 months or 2 weeks was 2 months, which ended up being June to October is how long we actually I ended up being out of work. So I was like, okay, let's just fully dive into it. Well, in August, I got pregnant. Didn't find out I was pregnant until September. So we stopped completely because I was like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't want to be around these fumes with the baby,
Right.
So we still were in the middle of a remodel. So then when we found out we were moving, we knew we had to get the most value for our home. We had to finish it.
Yeah.
So we had friends and family and my dad mostly.
Wow. So wait, how many months pregnant were you when you got into your new home in Texas?
8 months.
Oh, so you just got there.
I'm still unboxing.
Oh my God, you're amazing. So, how have you kept it sane and healthy during all of this?
I remember to give myself grace. That has been the number one thing, is giving myself grace. And so right now I'm just doing an every other day workout. So I know today is my workout day. Tomorrow, whether it's rest, whether it's yoga, whether it's stretch, whether it's just spending time working on the house, as an recovery day. And I, even if I have to take a couple days off, because at 36, 37 weeks, I feel like.
Yeah, no, definitely. How have your workouts changed as you've progressed from first to second to third trimester?
First trimester, I was a beast. I had no first trimester symptoms. So I worked out completely normal. It's a boy. Actually, during the end of my first and beginning of my second trimester, I did our 5K training for 30-day breakaway. So I literally ran a 5K.
That's awesome.
So I ran that in my second trimester. I didn't push myself as an athlete. I need to hit this goal. I just ran. And I just literally every day was like, if I need to walk, I need to walk. If I need to slow down, I need to slow down. And that's been kind of my reminder is I'm not an athlete anymore. I'm a mom now, so just going with what my body tells me to.
Can you run still, or it's too hard, right?
Yeah, too hard.
Yeah, I could not run. How much weight have you gained?
About 50, 60.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. And that's good. I mean, you look amazing.
Thank you. So with boys, you always gain more. I had a low body fat percentage, which I'm going to gain more. and I've stayed active. And honestly, like I have a big belly. I'm one of those big belly women. But my grandma did, my mom did.
Oh, you'll bounce right back, girl. You'll bounce right back. And
So,
you seem like you're really enjoying pregnancy, yeah?
I am. I'm 32, almost 33. So we didn't think pregnancy was even an option, actually.
Hey.
So I've never been pregnant. I've never had a scare. I've never been on birth.
And were you not like explain that?
So I have a rare blood disease. Causes blood clots. It runs in my family. So I can't be on birth control. So I've never been on it. So in December of 2019, and I had a total brain fart and I missed my appointment.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So I literally couldn't reschedule until March of 2020. Well, what happened in March? The pandemic. Well, going and getting all these testing, these doctor's appointment, it wasn't essential. So we kind of like, okay, we're just going to hold off a year. Let's see what's going on with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on. So we literally just were like, let's just hold off. Well, like I said, I went back unemployed again in June. And then in July, I kind of was like, I realized I'm done with the bar scene. Like I'm
Wait,
done.
so you were able to go back to work in the bar scene because it was Arizona in June. Is that right? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Got to go back 8 weeks.
Wow. Okay. Wow. What a story. So are you ready with the move? Like what's on your registry? What were the items you're like, okay, I could have my baby, like I could go into labor on this interview right now. Are you ready? Like what's set up in the house for baby?
Everything's set up for baby, but like knick and knack stuff. Like I need baby powder and like Vaseline, just little things like I'm my Walmart order in here in a minute. But literally other than that, like everything is done. I've been so blessed to have like my best friend has a son that's a year old. I've had other girlfriends that have had babies. So I've gotten a ton of hand-me-downs because we didn't get to do a baby shower. A, the pandemic, B, us moving. We didn't want to get a lot of stuff there. Have to move it here. Now we're here pretty much by ourselves. So we kind of did a little online registry, but I got most of my stuff from my friends. Like I just got hand-me-downs.
What has been the best advice you've gotten from them?
Give myself grace and peace and always reach out. Like my best friend has been my saving grace. Like I call her with like the dumbest questions and she just laughs at me. But having that supportive person, like I even called her, I'm like, girl, I can't get this baby seat in. We literally live from each other. So it was hard.
Is that where you grew up?
No, I grew up in New Mexico.
Okay. Wow. Southwest girl, true Southwest girl.
Yes.
So what is your thoughts after baby boy is here? Do you see yourself really continue? I mean, you've done a great job. I found you because I admire your work on Instagram.
Thank you.
So do you see yourself continuing to really double down on your fitness business, or do you see yourself maybe going back into quote unquote regular type of job, or where do you see yourself, or no idea right now?
I honestly, right now, for us, I'm going to just be a stay-at-home mom. We're able to, with us selling the house and buying this house and everything, we are, besides like our mortgage and everyday life, we're debt-free, which is
congratulations.
Thank you. So for us right now, it's cheaper and better for me just to be a stay-at-home mom. I do want to venture out more a little bit. I've talked about kind of doing some more YouTubes. Because you kind of get on and you don't see, not real life moms, but you don't see like minimalist moms. You see that, that nursery that has like everything, or like, you get on Pinterest and you say, what do I put in my hospital bag? Like the first time I pulled up a hospital bag, like check sheet, I freaked out.
Right?
And I was like, why do I need all this stuff? Like I had no idea. So
I love that you're a minimalist. You have such a great vibe.
Thank you.
Well, are you nervous about birth?
Scared. So, because he's going to be so big, I'm actually going to be going to straight C-section.
I had 2 C-sections already. Yeah.
I was 10 pounds when I was born, and I actually got stuck. My husband was 8.5 pounds, and His head when we were 33 weeks was measuring 37 weeks.
Oh yeah, he sounds like a big boy. I mean, you. How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot and my husband's 6'6".
Wow. Was he a basketball player too?
He played football.
Oh, okay. What did you guys know each other? Did you meet in college?
No, we actually both worked in the bar industry.
Okay.
Worked at a different club than I did. A new club was opening and he took the head of security position and I took the head bartender position. So we met there.
What a cute story.
Oh.
So, wow. Okay. So you are scheduled, but what if you go into labor before your scheduled date?
Then we just go straight to C-section.
Okay, cool. So you made that decision.
Yeah. And then mom's on call. So my mom is going to be coming because she's only about 9 hours away. So she's going to come out, puppy sit and cat and house sit and, help out. And she's a retired nurse, which is great. So she'll be able to
help. So nice. So, what you said you were a 10-pound baby yourself? And did your mom have a C-section? Do you know?
Oh, I got stuck.
No way. Did you? Oh my gosh.
Pushed so hard. She tore her jaw muscles because
oh my gosh. That's so scary.
So I think I'm traumatized from it because I'm like, I don't want that happening to me.
Yeah. Cool. So, what, any other kind of fitness final, like while you're pregnant, what's been your favorite, like new fitness that you didn't think you would like because you never got into until you were pregnant or until the pandemic?
Bar, dance. I'm an athlete. Like those are not my things, but I've actually enjoyed it. And being pregnant, like, just have fun with the bump. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just embrace.
So have you gone to bar classes or are you doing bar virtually?
Just virtually.
So do you have to have a bar?
No, I just use a chair.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. And that's one of the Beachbody workouts?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
The bar.
So if you were...
What?
Say that one more time.
The bar class, there's a bar online or bar blend, and then there's bar blend prenatal. So
okay. Are you doing Beachbody more for yourself or more as a way to have a business or both or not sure?
Both.
Cool.
Yeah. And then the other thing I've enjoyed is walks.
Yeah.
I thought, like, when you're young and you're, walking to practice and you see all the coaches and teachers walking, you're like, why are they walking? And now, like a mile, I'm like, I am pregnant. I'm like,
yes, totally. What stroller did you buy?
A Gracio. And then I got a Gracio, was the one recommended by my best friend. And then on Facebook Market, this lady had one of the running ones.
Yeah.
And like normally they're like $170. She was selling it for $70. I was like, sold.
Yeah, totally. The running ones are great if you're a walker and like a runner and stuff like that. What you talked a little bit earlier when we were about wanting to maybe do more YouTube stuff. What are you thinking?
Just lifestyle, whether it's, during my pregnancy weight loss journey and, getting back, just oopses and things I've developed, you know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for YouTube's helping me, I wouldn't know how to have organized my, my closet or drawers and just things like that I've seen and learned. So just trying to help moms, because being a first-time mom, it's like a science project that you have no book for.
You totally just got to figure it all out the first time. But then the second time you're like, oh, I already know how to do everything.
Yeah. And it's crazy because like you just don't even know, like, how many binkies do I get? How many bottles do I get? Changing pads do I need? Or, there's all these questions that like you can't really get on Pinterest. You can't really say how many pacifiers do I need? What kind of pacifier? So just things like that kind of like, hey, this works for me. Maybe this will work for you.
What was where did you buy a lot of maternity clothes, or what have you spent most of your money on in terms of the pregnancy, if anything?
The house.
The house, yeah.
I bought the rocker and the crib. I bought those on Black Friday.
Nice.
And then I bought maybe 5 pairs of like actual maternity pants.
Yeah.
Because I have some like sweats and things like that, but I'm staying home, so I haven't really had to like look, presentable per se. So I have like maybe 5 to 10 like pants that are, whether they're maternity or like a good stretch. I bought a couple basic maternity shirts off of Amazon.
Cool. Yeah. Where'd you find, what brand of pants did you like?
Old Navy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Cool.
Because they have, being 6 foot, they have longer pants.
Uh-huh.
Other brand on Amazon, it's called, I think, Running Girl. They're maternity pants, but they have like a good stretch to them, but it's not like where they're loose or they like compact. So I've just, kind of done that. And then most of my stuff I fit into until around like 25, 30 weeks.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. Well, what are your thoughts on being in a new community and making mom friends, or just finding like a community? Is that important to you? Are you kind of more like a home, like, let me just kind of do this on my own? I have my virtual friends.
Both. So yeah. I've a lot of like the local groups, because out here I have a couple people I went to high school with, but they're 20, 30, 40 minutes away. My best friend, or my husband's best friend and wife, they live 15 minutes away. So they're super, that's pretty much who we know. I've actually just been trying to get to know my neighbors. Like, I didn't have that in Mesa. Like, it was our community was an older community. So, and now this community is so diverse in every way. So like my next door neighbor, they actually just moved in a week after we did. She has a 9-month-old boy. So I've been
perfect. Wow. Yeah. And what about nutrition and like supplements? Like, taken anything during pregnancy? Anything you plan to eat specifically once baby's here?
Everything. I'm just kidding. Honestly, I've just kept it very clean. I do drink, my Shakeology, our body like products. I take my prenatals, and I just kept it very clean. Just, being pregnant, you don't know what you can and what you can't, stuff. So I kept it very clean. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna eat my donuts. But I kept it as clean as I possibly could. During the move and stuff, yeah, I had fast food, but
yeah, definitely.
And I mean those cravings that you have, but I've kept it very clean, and I kind of plan to keep it that way. There are products I'm looking into for because I plan to breastfeed that help with supply and stuff like that were recommended to me. That's actually another Arizona company. So I've been kind of looking into them. They make like shakes and bars, like lactation stuff. So
well, your hair looks so good. So I don't know if that's just like your healthy pregnancy hormones going through, but is it always that shiny and beautiful?
I actually chopped off 17 inches during the pandemic.
Oh my, 17, wow.
Yeah, my hair was down here.
Your hair was super long then.
Super long. And so like, honestly, like, again, me being a minimalist, I don't do a lot to it. I only put heat on it if I'm actually getting dressed. Bun is life is for me. Or, second day, third day hat hair. But yeah, I try to use it if I can.
So what is the minimalist philosophy?
Everybody's is different. Mine is, do I really need it? Like, do I need 100 pillows on my couch? Do I need, all this stuff? And I used to be that person that like my closet was full of clothes, but I never wore them, And it's kind of like the same thing, you can have like 1,500 Tupperware, but do you really use them all? It's just like that. And like, I just learned from me being ADD and dyslexic and everything, like having that control and having things cleaned and organized, like helped me. So I just have the bare minimum. Like if I don't use it.
What would you just like, what are like 3 things that you need? Like definitely like things that you actually need. You personally, Katelyn Edwards.
Chapstick, deodorant. And right now, being pregnant, a good sports bra.
You're so awesome. Okay. How do people find you on Instagram, or where should people find you?
Instagram is Katelyn_Edwards19. And then Facebook, it's just Katelyn Edwards.
And what do you hope people reach out to you for? What's your goal with the community?
Any advice. I mean, I'm a new mom. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything special, but like I've had so many people like reach out to me and ask me about like how are you going through this and being so positive with your body? How are you, what is some things that I can do or eat, like anything like that. I'm an open book, and I've been very open about everything. I used to not like talk about like my depression or my anxiety or anything like that. And me like opening up, more and more women have been like, thank you, thank you for saying it, or anything like that. Like I even had a girl reach out to me the other day and was like, how do you stay so positive gaining weight? And I was just like, I haven't. I haven't. Like, you can ask my husband. Like, I remember the first time I put on a pair of pants and they didn't fit, and I sat there and cried. You know what I mean? Like, because it's hard. It's hard letting your body,
Oh,
go.
yeah, totally.
So
Yeah.
just anything.
Well, I can say your body definitely comes back. Which is like, it just takes time, it's like pregnancy is crazy, right? But
Yeah. And
amazing.
I have that snapback body, because I know it's not, for some it's great and that's what it happens. And for some it doesn't. So everybody's journey is different. So if mine's a snapback, great. That's what my body did. If not, we'll go through it and we'll get it.
That's true. I mean, you never really know. Is there any research on that, or what causes something?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, well, thank you for sharing your journey. I think, as we can all see, it's really helping a lot of pregnant women out there. And I think as you continue to be so positive around, physical health while pregnant and then postpartum, and your whole messaging around not pushing yourself too hard, but also staying healthy and grace, it's just so inspirational.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Katelyn.
Thank you.
For more, please visit www.momsofmaternity.com.